King Charles smiles as he returns to work for the first time since his cancer diagnosis. King Charles held his first in-person private council since his cancer diagnosis, and met Prime Minister Rishi Sunak to resume weekly meetings. Welcome to Royal Pancakes. Please don't forget to subscribe and click the notifications bell, so you don't miss anything about the British royal family. King Charles was pictured shaking hands with Rishi Sunak as the monarch held his first in-person private council and meeting with the Prime Minister since his cancer diagnosis. Late on Wednesday afternoon, Mr Sunak met King Charles at Buckingham Palace to resume their weekly meetings and discuss government matters. King Charles, dressed in a smart suit and tie, was seen warmly shaking Mr Sunak's hand and greeting him with a broad smile. During the meeting, King Charles admitted to the Prime Minister, saying, "I received so many wonderful letters and cards, which made me cry most of the time." When Mr Sunak greeted the King by saying, "Nice to see you," it prompted King Charles to joke, and he replied, "There's a little gap, I'm afraid." Before meeting with the Prime Minister, Charles personally held a private council at the royal residence, where the Speaker of the Council, Lord Penny Mordaunt, was among those present. This is the first time the 75-year-old king has been photographed carrying out his official duties, since he was diagnosed with cancer at the beginning of the month. Mr Sunak showed his support for the king and told him the whole country stands behind him, while the king admitted he was brought to tears by the sweet messages of support. The two also spoke about how his cancer diagnosis has raised awareness of cancer charities, with the king describing the organizations as fantastic. King Charles, who was handling his red boxes of state papers behind the scenes, began outpatient treatment for an unknown type of cancer just over 2 weeks ago. 2 days after announcing his health condition to the world, the Prime Minister telephoned Charles at Sandringham to wish him well. There will be plenty to discuss during the one-on-one meeting, which came a day after Prince William issued a strongly worded statement warning that far too many have been killed in Israel's conflict with Gaza. King Charles had a difficult start to 2024, spending 3 nights in hospital at a London clinic having surgery for an enlarged prostate, during which time it was discovered he had cancer. While the palace revealed the health condition of King Charles, it did not disclose further details about the type of cancer, what stage it is, and the extent to which the condition is treatable. In a statement revealing the King's health, Buckingham Palace said, "During the King's recent procedure in the hospital to treat benign prostatic hyperplasia, a separate matter of concern was noted. Subsequent diagnostic tests identified a form of cancer. His Majesty the King today began a scheduled treatment, and during this period doctors advised him to postpone his public duties. Throughout this period, His Majesty will continue to carry out state business, and official papers as usual."